Hey, happy Halloween again. This is Erica with Cyrus Sun Oracles. This is my second reading of the day. I'll be doing probably around three readings today if I could swing it. I'm supposed to go over to a friend's house and watch the movie, so hopefully that'll work out. Anyway, so let's get to this reading. It's a pick a card reading, and this reading is about, well, we've got a few things going on. The first card is about what is your inner demon that you need to confront. The second card is what is haunting you. Obviously, if it's haunting you, it's from your past. And after that is an advice on how to deal with these issues. And the last card is called Messages from Spirit, which is a really cool deck that I have that I've actually never used in a reading. Sorry, Postcards from Spirit. This is it, Colette Baron Reed. It's an actual letter that you're going to get. And this could be, from somebody that's even passed over from the other side. This could be an angel, could be a guide of yours. But pick a card. I will put the timestamps to these readings down below. So I didn't put anything in front of it. I just figured 1, 2, 3. Okay. So pick from one of those cards and we will get on with your reading. I picked these ahead of time, but I have not looked at any of them. So I have no idea what's in these readings. But again, like I said, it's your inner demons. What is haunting you? Advice on that from the Moonology deck, and then we're going to do a postcard from Spirit, and we are still using the Gothic Tarot and the Wisdom from the House of Night. Okay, kind of keeping with that Halloween dark theme. So the first one we're going to put these two to the side. Okay, I'm going to put this over here, put this one here, and we will focus on number one. Okay, so here's number one. We're going to start from the beginning here. I'm going to put it to the side. So the first card that we have is your inner demon. So number one, your inner demon is, what is it? It is the High Priest. Wow, that's interesting. Ha! The High Priest. Wow. Okay, so basically the High Priest is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about teaching and lessons. Okay, I don't want you to see the rest of this reading. Sorry. It's about teaching and lessons, okay? It's the Hierophant. It's a traditional way of doing things. It's a lesson, spiritual lessons, spiritual teachings. This could be a guru, So I would say in this particular reading, we have to get the rest. Sorry. I say we have to get the rest of the reading to get the overall picture. But from what I would say, your inner demon would be like you're not learning your lessons. Maybe you're not learning your lessons. That's one. The other one could be you are too traditional. Maybe it's stopping you in life. You're going with the white picket fence, 2 kids, 2 dogs kind of thing, a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you're too old-fashioned, that way. Maybe you need to, change up your belief systems to help your life. Not learning lessons. Also, there could be a person in your life that is like a high priest to you, somebody you look up to. As I said before, this is the Hierophant. I can't say that well. In the regular tarot, he's a wisdom. He's a man of wisdom. He's a man who teaches. He could be a religious, spiritual, even, I don't want to say like a cult figure, but some sort of guru. Maybe that's a weakness for you. There's somebody that, in your life that's kind of, maybe he's a false prophet. I mean, no, not false prophet, but maybe he's, he's preaching and he's teaching, but it's not a good situation. It's somebody you look up to too much. But it seems like you're either not learning your lessons, because the Hierophant is all about lessons and learning. You are overly traditional in your life and you wanted to have that cookie cutter life and that's no longer working for you and that's been bugging you lately. Or maybe there's somebody in your life that's like a high priest to you, somebody you look up to that's offering spiritual advice or some sort of wisdom or teaching you that is actually a problem for you, because this is supposed to be a negative card. Okay? So those are the 3 things I'm getting from here. Put that there for now. Okay, the thing that is, what's haunting you? Listening. What's haunting you? This is something from the past. It's kind of weird, though, because I'm connecting it to the High Priest. You're listening. Maybe you're listening to the wrong people. You're still listening to those voices of the past. You're still listening to what your parents used to say about you. Maybe it was negative. Maybe your mom and dad told you you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, you're not good enough. Maybe that's this person here you look up to. I don't know. Maybe you're listening. Maybe that's somebody from your past, even that you've listened to, that is not giving you good advice. This is bothering you, or like just criticisms of you, or how you were treated, like messages that you got when you were growing up, possibly because this is your past, or messages you got from your past relationships, your past love relationships. It's still haunting you. Somebody's words, something you had to hear, and something that you had to listen to is still haunting you from the past. So it's other people's words, listen to other people. It's time to start listening to yourself. But we'll get with the advice card in a minute. But yeah, it could be this, this Hierophant, this person. But maybe the lesson here that you're not getting is stop listening to other people. You listen to your inner self. So overall, what I'm getting is people from the past. Listening to messages that don't resonate with you anymore, that you keep holding on to. It's haunting you. It's bothering you. What are you supposed to be doing about these demons and this haunting? What's the advice? The advice is, what is the advice? Oops. Emotions are running high. Okay. Super moon mess. Okay. Basically what this is saying is you're feeling pretty intense. So I think this whole high priest thing, lessons, maybe making you super emotional, some lessons that you're learning. This person that you've looked up to and you've listened to, maybe it's just like a little too much. Maybe you're finding out something about them. I don't know what it is, but you're pretty intense right now. You're very emotional because you maybe keep being haunted by these old messages. I don't know, but the advice for this would be to calm down. Yeah, the advice would be, okay, it's okay to have emotions. It's okay to have emotions. Don't let them rule you. Don't let them run you. I just feel like this person number one has gotten triggered recently. Something to do with these things, but listening to other people maybe talk about you or say things about you, that's what's haunting you. And your emotions are running high. You're very sensitive right now. It's almost like you're just a super moon, like about to burst. So just take a breath and just, right now, are we under the influence of Scorpio? It's Scorpio season. It's all about the emotions. It's all about the intensity. So take a deep breath, get grounded, and don't let your emotions run you, as in like, don't speak, don't think before you speak, breathe before you speak to anyone. Don't take things overly personally right now. I mean, you just have to acknowledge that you are sensitive right now. Yeah, that's the advice. The advice is to center yourself and think before you speak. Do not let your emotions rule you. Understand them, process them, but do not let them rule you. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this. And then the last card, I'm just going to read it. This is called a message. This is the postcard from Spirit. Now, this could be an angel of yours, a guide. This could be a loved one who's passed on. But I'm going to read this out loud, okay? And I hope you can see it here. Here we are. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard. See, there's that listening card. Very interesting. Or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings will tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked out in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and will always connect to the light and to the source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. Yeah. So it just seems like maybe, you're not feeling like you count right now. You're feeling abandoned. You're feeling rejected. You're being guided right now. You're being protected. Whoever or whatever has rejected you, it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be that way because something better is coming. Something better is coming. That's what it is. But that was a really sweet message. All these messages are really beautiful. So at the end of the reading, you're going to have that feel good vibe. So that was that, okay? So that was number one. I hope, number one, you got the enlightenment that you needed. I know this is extremely general, mind you. And sometimes these pick a cards don't work out. If number one doesn't resonate, you can pick number two or number three. Maybe that'll resonate better. And like I always say in every reading, this reading is, for a collective of people, very general. So take what you like and leave the rest. Take what resonates with you and don't worry about the rest of it, okay? All right, we're going to go on to number two now. Take these away. Number two. Okay, first card out of the gate for number two. Your inner demon is oh boy, the Seven of Swords. Okay. All right. Well, Seven of Swords is sort of a shady card. Yeah, let's put that in a little closer. There we are. Okay. Your inner demon is maybe you're not honest, and I'm not saying that you lie to people straight away. I'm just saying you might not be honest in how you conduct your life. Like you may be living a lie. You may be telling yourself a untruth about yourself or even about others. Maybe you hide things from people. You might hide, and it's not like you're some evil person. It's just you're afraid. You don't want to open up. You don't want to express yourself to people. You tend to hide things for acceptance, and you tend to hide things for, so you won't lose someone. Like those, you have those little white lies that add up, or it's just Seven of Swords in the typical meaning is shady, secretive, deceptive behavior. Okay. One meaning is that. The other thing I'm getting is you are susceptible to falling for this kind of behavior. Your inner demon is you've been schemed, you've been played, you've been lied to. Okay. We're going to see how the rest of this goes. Maybe the card that's haunting you will connect to the Seven of Swords energy. So either you're the kind of person that really can't be totally honest, that tends to hide things out of fear, mainly, not because you're evil, not because you're bad, but you are afraid. You don't want to come out and be completely honest with someone. You tend to manipulate instead of be direct. And again, that's not necessarily some evil, dark energy. It's just manipulation is maybe that's the only thing you know. Maybe that's how you grew up, But instead of being straightforward, you may be the kind of person that goes under the veil, and just kind of hides things, maybe just kind of, says things but doesn't really mean them, or just like manipulates, is passive aggressive instead of, full on just like, hey, I have a problem with you, like non-confrontational, or you're lying to yourself. It also could be self-deception. Or you are the victim of this. You are the victim of deception. You tend to fall for people who lie, people who scheme you and play you, okay? So you know who you are. All right, so I'm going to just put that over there. Oops. Okay, so the next card is, again, what's haunting you. Usually this is something from your past. Strength. Okay, well, strength is all about courage. Strength is all about resilience. Strength is all about will. Sometimes strength is about restraint. Strength is about restraint in temptation. What's haunting you is you feel that you have not been strong enough in life. And it kind of goes with the Seven of Swords in a weird way. If you are not a direct, straightforward person, you probably lack a little courage. I'm not trying to be mean, just saying maybe what haunts you is, damn, I just wish I could do this. I wish I had the strength to get through this. I wish I had the strength to be honest and be open. And God, I should have been stronger in that situation in the past. I wish I was stronger in life. I wish I was more courageous. I wish I was more resilient. I wish I could have. Another regret of haunting is, I wish I could have been better about that temptation that was before me. I went with it. I went with that temptation, which maybe even led to the deception. Who knows? I don't know who you are. I don't know what your thing is. It could be any of those things, but what haunts you is your lack of courage in life, your lack of strength, your lack of discipline and resilience. Not resilience, I'm sorry, restraint. I'm not trying to judge here, but a lot of addicts tend to get this card when it's like, when there's a problem. A lot of addicts get this card because, again, strength is a lot of times about lust and temptation. that you are restraining from. So maybe, maybe number 2 person, maybe you've been an addict in the past and maybe this haunts you. Maybe you're still an addict now. I don't know. But there's some sort of courage that you wish you had and you regret that. Okay. So what should you be doing about the problem with, the 7 of Swords and strength? Luck is on your side. Wow. Okay, you know what I'm getting from this? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very positive energy. It's funny, this is the second time I got this card today. The second time this came up today. Sagittarius is actually, it's funny, they're very lucky people. They tend to gamble with life. They tend to take risks and they get it. Okay? The aim of the arrow is there. So you know what the advice is? Feel more positive about taking a chance here. So you're not taking any chances here. You're stuck in lack of courage. You're hiding. You're being all shadowy and hiding in the shadows. No, It's time to aim, number 2. It's time to take a risk. Time to aim that arrow and focus on what you want and go for it. Because, hey, Spirit's saying, hey, luck is on your side. You can do this. And it's a new moon. It's new, fresh energy. So it's time to work up your courage, take an aim, and go for it. That is the overall message here. I think that's awesome. Okay. And so lastly, we're going to do the postcard from Spirit. I love this part. It's so fun. Okay, so this one says, it's kind of blurry. Hope I can read it. This one says, intimacy is scary. Okay, hope you can read that. It's kind of blurry. Sorry, guys. The sun's coming in. It's kind of messing things up. Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you. Okay, see, we're back to the 7 of Swords. You're not letting people know the real you. Okay. Get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask. Again, 7 of Swords, mask. See, this is all going together very well. And, not having the courage to be your real self. So let me just read the letter out. I'm going to stop interrupting. Okay. So here we are again. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to Spirit and to us. There's an amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy that is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better. And we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with, others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so much. Well, that was really sweet. Well, it really goes with this. It's like, for number 2, I'd say you have to have the courage to be who you really are. Stop hiding. Take a chance. Take a risk. Get that courage. Because you've got support in the other world too. There's guides wanting to help you. There's maybe people who have passed on to the other side that are now your angels, your loved ones that are helping you. So go forward, number 2. Go forward. Okay. All right, that was the end of number 2. That was awesome. That was really, really awesome. I really enjoyed that one. Okay. Now we're on to number 3. Okay, so we're going to do number 3. 1 second, please. And take a little sip here. Okay. So, number 3. What is number 3's inner demon? The Hanged Man. Okay. So your inner demon, number 3, is that you're kind of in limbo right now. You're strung up. Maybe you're trying, to get a different perspective in life. You're trying to figure things out, which is fine. I get it. But you know what? It's your inner demon. So you're procrastinating. You're taking too much time in this limbo world. You've hung upside down long enough. It's time to come down off the tree and start walking. Just to be funny. But no, seriously, you're hanging in limbo too long. You're very indecisive about something right now. You're just kind of like, oh, okay, let me look at this aspect. Oh, okay, let me look at that aspect. Okay, let me look. Okay, you've done enough reflecting, is what they're trying to say here. You don't know where you're going. You're not sure what you want to do. Another message I'm getting is maybe you sacrifice too much. The Hanged Man is about sacrificing. Maybe you give too much of yourself and you sacrifice too much. That's another meaning I'm getting here. We're going to see how the rest of the reading goes, but yeah. Remaining in limbo, too long and being a procrastinator and being an overthinker is not a good thing. You're stalling, is what you're doing. And either that or you're giving up too much of yourself to other people. It really depends, it really depends on your situation. But that is the two meanings I'm getting from this, okay? Let's go into the what's haunting you. Well, again, we got strength and we got confidence. What's haunting is, if you're in limbo, you're not confident about which way you want to go in life. You need to summon your confidence, gain inner confidence, and gain, to go forward and make a decision. Yeah, if you're hanging out, that's kind of funny. Hanging out too long in procrastination land, you don't make decisions. So in order to get out of that hanged position, you have to take up your confidence and just take it by the reins. Get on the horse like this woman's about to do. She's about to get on that horse and ride. Riding where your destination is supposed to take you. The other meaning I'm getting, if you sacrifice yourself too much to other people and sacrifice your time and everything else, putting everybody else ahead of you, like the other meaning I got, you have to have the confidence to say no. Okay, that's the meaning I'm getting from that. Now we're going to go into what is the advice. Now this sometimes really ties it in here. So what's the advice for these two issues right here? Oh, here we are. Perfect. You were good enough. See? It's beautiful. Full moon in Virgo. Culmination. Yeah, full moon. You're almost there. And it's okay. You don't have to stay here forever. You can do it. You can do it. I just feel like there's something you want to do, but you're not really sure if you're good enough. Well, this card is saying you are, and you need the confidence to believe that you are. You don't have to procrastinate. You don't have to stay in limbo. You don't have to keep overthinking it, looking at it from this angle, looking at it from that angle. It's just time to come off of that position. And the other one, if you're into the meaning of, if you're resonating with the meaning of sacrificing too much, you know what? You better put yourself first. You know why? Because you're good enough. Because you deserve it. It's time to stop putting other people before you all the time. This reading is totally straightforward to me. The last two readings are about confidence and having confidence. So here we are. So confidence that you're good enough. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. So what is your postcard from Spirit? I love these. These are so much fun. Okay. So here we are. Dearest you, even though life seems to now be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive. Yeah, hanged man. I'm just strung up here. I'm good. I'm in limbo. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. So you got to use this. Okay, so you know what it's kind of saying? Use that time productively. I like that. So you can kind of be in limbo, but you got to be moving forward in some respect, even if it's just spiritual, even if it's just taking care of yourself. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, okay, so are you in a time for dreaming. It is in this powerful process of creation. Your soul merges with spirit in a profound way, so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Okay, well, you know what? This is a little bit of a softer message. This is kind of tying it up here a little bit. This is kind of like, look, you're in limbo right now, but you're kind of wasting time. That's what it sounds like. You're not really taking care of yourself or renewing yourself, listening to your inner callings. That's what you need to be using that hanged man energy for. And also to build your confidence, to feel that you are good enough, to take care of yourself, to feel that love for yourself. So yeah, so I take it back. Maybe you are in limbo, and maybe that is okay, but you need to use it wisely. I feel like you just been hanging there because it's an inner demon and just wasting your time, So yeah, it's just be open to the new ideas. Take care of yourself during this downtime. of trying, and you are trying to get a different perspective. This card, even, this message, this postcard from Spirit even pretty much said so. You are getting different perspectives, but during that time period, you're sort of like letting the ideas come to you. You're building your confidence, and you're learning to love yourself more. Okay. So that's it for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying myself today doing these Halloween readings. This is a lot of fun. So again, my name is Erica. I'm with Siren Song Oracles. If you are resonating with any of my readings, please like, subscribe, and I would love to hear from you on the comments. And if you want a personal reading, all the information is below, as well as my contact for my email contact. Okay. All right. Again, happy Halloween and have a great day. Bye-bye.